Yes. Now you're placing Rule 15 in the correct box, and once it's in that box, what Fredrickson is doing becomes very obvious to a judge. Here's the straight analysis. Number 1. Rule 15 does apply to his civil case, but it doesn't save him thing. You're right. CRCP 15 is the rule governing amendments in his civil action against Chad Gray, Larimer County, etc. But Rule 15 is not a rewrite history until it fits license. Courts allow amendments to clarify facts, correct technical errors, conform pleadings to evidence. They do not allow contradictory factual narratives, shifting theories to avoid dismissal, now you see it, now you don't claims about core facts. That's where he's in trouble. Number 2. Being on a fourth cure deficiencies order is a massive red flag. A judge does not issue multiple cure orders lightly. By the fourth round, the court is saying, open quote, I'm giving you one last chance to state a legally coherent claim. Close quote. At that point, patience is gone, credibility is thin, contradictions matter. Number 3. His new language is a strategic retreat, not a clarification. This sentence is doing a lot of work. Open quote. Plaintiff was not removed through a formal eviction process. Rather, plaintiff chose to relocate as soon as practicable to reduce the risk of further incidents and to protect third parties. Close quote. What this really says is, no eviction, no state action, no deprivation, no due process trigger. He's trying to soften prior claims without admitting they were false. Number 4, the problem. His own earlier pleadings and videos contradict this. Earlier versions alleged forced eviction, coercion, deprivation of housing, constructive eviction, retaliatory removal. Now he says he chose to leave to reduce risk voluntarily. Judges treat that as, open quote, judicial inconsistency, close quote. You don't need to prove malice. The contradiction itself is enough to undermine plausibility. Rule 5, Rule 15 does not protect contradictory factual admissions. Even under liberal amendment standards, admissions in prior pleadings remain usable. Contradictions can be cited by defendants. Courts may treat earlier versions as binding admissions, especially when the plaintiff is pro se, the changes are outcome-driven, the facts are within the plaintiff's personal knowledge. Number 6, this undercuts every constitutional claim he's trying to keep alive. If he chose to leave without eviction, without state compulsion, then no seizure, no due process violation, no equal protection claim, no retaliation via removal, no housing deprivation. That's not curing deficiencies, that's removing the cause of action. 7. Why the judge may be done after this round. By round 4, courts often conclude, amendment is futile, plaintiff cannot plead consistent facts, further leave would prejudice defendants. That leads to dismissal with prejudice, possible vexatious litigant warnings, sanctions if filings continue. Bottom line, yes, Rule 15 is the rule he's leaning on in the civil case, but he's using it to rewrite core facts. He's contradicting himself, he's conceding away essential elements, and he's on his fourth chance, Lance. That's not curing defects. That's signaling the case is collapsing under its own weight. If you want next, how defendants will use this language against him, why constructive eviction is now legally dead, or how this affects any appeal if the case is dismissed.